Furrymate.com is a dating site made just for us.
Furrymate? What is furry?
Furrymate.com.
If you've watched any furry video on YouTube, chances are you've seen the ad. A girl in a fursuit tells you how much it sucks to be a single furry, but she has a solution. Just join furrymate.com. This 17-second video is packed with more cringe than the ball pit at DashCon, and it begs the question, what the hell is Furrymate? Who would pay for these ads? And how did anyone think this was a good idea? Before we get to the serious bits of this video though, let's just look at the 17-second ad in its unedited glory.
Oh my god. It sucks being a single furry, am I right? Well, listen up. I just found this amazing place to meet furries. Furrymate.com is a dating site made just for us. I'm there and I love it. It's so easy to use and there's tons of single cute furries on there just like me. See you on Furrymate.com.
Now, I've been doing some deep diving on this dumpster fire of a website, and boy, have I found out some juicy info. I'll be uncovering the legitimacy of this site, as in, is it a scam? And talking about its origins and the connection to other seedy, furry, and oddly enough, non-furry sites. Before we get into anything, let's talk about the history of Furrymate. Believe it or not, Furrymate is actually pretty damn old. It was created on January 28th, 2011. The titular ad you see at the start of almost every furry video, was only created 1 year ago, but their YouTube channel, Furrymate Furry Dating, has uploads all the way back to 8 years ago. Their Twitter account was also created in 2011 in February. This is not even close to being the first furry dating site, however. The now defunct Pounce.org was also created way back in 2003. It appears that when the site was first created, it had quite the boom. It had garnered over 1,000 members within 24 hours and 4,000 within 2 weeks. And after 9 months, they reached 21,000 members. Well, according to their WordPress. Through the years, the site has boasted that it has been featured in Smosh, MSN, The Daily Dot, Reuters, and The Verge. In lieu of showing each of these articles, I can really sum up all of them by just reading the title of the Smosh article. And it is 14 Weirdest Real Dating Sites. Well, what is the site actually like? Here's their description. You spoke, meowed, purred, tweeted, and followed. We listened. What an opener. We are proud to say we created the site with feedback from you, and we will continue to listen and work to create fun, friendly, and furry community. Our motto speaks volumes to our intentions, Furrymate.com, where real relationships begin. Join for free today by clicking the Join Now button and meet your perfect... My brain hurts so bad. Furry match today! Furrymate.com is a furry dating website that works tirelessly to match its members. Over the years, we have refined our site to better suit your needs. With Furrymate's private messaging, advanced searching, and instant chat capabilities, it is now easier than, nice they use the incorrect then, ever to find your furry match. With thousands of members making up a huge furry community, and many new furries signing up daily, you never know who you might find. I mean, I have a pretty good idea of who I might find on this site, but let's continue reading. Whether looking for a furry friend, long-distance relationship, or furry mate, or just people to meet up with at a furry convention, you will find it here. Take your time to review Furrymate's member profiles, send winks and messages, and most importantly, have fun! Welcome to Furrymate, the world's premier furry dating site. Join now and find your furry date today! That, literally hurt my brain a little bit to read. You may be wondering by now, who created this site and why? It is hard to find any info on the creators of this site. I started where anyone would, a who is search on the domain, and, of course, their creators are using a privacy service, so no luck there. So next I did what any researcher would do. I googled it. I came across an article on the furry news site Flayra, and it was written by Patch Packrat in August of 2013. In the article, he mentioned that Dragoneer offhandedly mentioned that he knew the owners of the site and could vouch for them at the time. Dragoneer, if you're not aware, is the owner of furaffinity.net, a hugely popular furry art website. I contacted Dragoneer directly. I was excited as I could finally be the one to figure out who was behind this site. However, it turns out that Dragoneer was misquoted in the article, and he informed me that he didn't know the owners of FurryMate, but he did know the owners of a similar furry dating site being created around the same time. He didn't then and doesn't now vouch for the legitimacy of the site, so that was a dead lead and just misinformation from 2013. However, all is not lost. The comments section of this article are particularly interesting. On Friday, August 13th, a user by the name of Maugrim commented this, quote, I received ad purchase inquiries in 2011 when FurryMate went online. They corresponded with an email address containing Inside the Mansion, and actual payments for them were issued from an account with the domain InsideTheMansion.com. At that time, I pulled their Whois domain registration info. The InsideTheMansion.com and FurryMate were on the same server/IP address. Shortly after the FurryMate went live, it ended up being taken down on and off for a few weeks while they moved to a more robust and dedicated server. This part was explained in their messages to their users, and I was sent an email asking to suspend their advertising until they worked out the issue. So, of course, I was curious, and I looked up Inside the Mansion on the Wayback Machine, because it doesn't exist today, and it's clear it was a pay site for adult content centering around the supposed lives of Playboy bunnies. Though there's no way now to confirm the legitimacy of this content, it would be an incredibly oddly specific and weirdly detailed lie from 9 years ago. So honestly, I'm pretty darn inclined to believe it. But what does that mean? Well, it means that what we all kind of felt was true. FurryMate wasn't created by community members with the intentions of catering to their own niche, but instead was created by a company that had already run other adult video sites that targeted mass audiences. The rabbit hole, ooh-woo, so to speak, does go deeper, however. When I looked up FurryMate's other socials, they all seem to promote another site, Furfling. The Tumblr, remember Tumblr, posts they made would have Furfling ads, and their actual site would link to Furfling, and they made tweets referring to the site. It is pretty safe to assume that Furfling and FurryMate are owned by the same people. It doesn't stop there, however. When I inquired about this topic, someone pointed me to a video created by Izzy about a website named BronyMate. BronyMate. FurryMate. I see a pattern here, and so did she. In her research, she came to the conclusion that FurryMate, BronyMate, and Furfling were all owned by the same person. In this video, she also noticed that there was an interview held by a large brony site, and that the interviewee was named Jonathan, but she, just like me, couldn't find any more information about the owners. So wait. What is Furfling and BronyMate? Furfling is yet another furry dating site, except it is, to put it nicely, very sexual in nature. Their splash banner is, it's this. Yeah, and the site reads, find a furry date, yiff, and more at Furfling. We know it's hard to meet people into furries yiffing. It's hard to decipher that sentence. It doesn't have to be. Stop pawing off. Furfling is the best place to hook up with fursuiters looking for a furry yiff. Hell, perhaps you are looking for some fur-tastic roleplay? Or maybe you are searching for something more serious. You can find it here. Pounce over to Furfling because we have it all. We can guarantee that you will have a Stop saying furtastic. Stop it. Furfling makes it easier for you to meet fursuiters, mersuiters, and furries near you. You can upload your selfies, persona pictures, send messages, and even instant chat. Whoa! We like to get a little naughty on Furfling, so don't be shy and let you yiff flag fly high. Let you yiff flag fly high. Okay. Join the fur pile and get ready to murr. Your tail will be wagging in no time. There's more. Find the fur for you. Furfling was created to help everyone in the furry fandom connect and meet people with similar interests. Whether you want to meet gay furries, straight, and everyone in between, we have you covered. With thousands of members from around the world, Furfling is the perfect furry dating site and furry yiff site. Start you research by setting up your profile, telling us a little bit about yourself and your persona. Don't forget to upload some pictures. From there, communication is super easy. Wait for someone to show interest in your profile, or better yet, start your search for that perfect furry yiff. Send a message, a wink, or request an instant furry chat, and you will be yiffing before you know it. Oh my god, I'm sure. If you are looking for a fursuiter, mersuiter, or just some furries yiffing, you will find it here. Setting up a profile on Furfling is free! So register right now and get ready to get pounced! So, I think that kind of tells you all you need to know about Furfling. It shares the same subscription model that we will highlight later in the video. But what about BronyMate? Well, it wouldn't be a site run by the FurryMate creators without a YouTube ad that makes you recoil and cringe, right? Let's take a look.
Are you a My Little Pony fan and looking for love? Yeehaw!
Yeehaw.
Well, come on down to BronyMate. It's a safe and fun dating site for bronies and Pega sisters. If you're looking for a relationship or curious about making new friends,
This voice actress is just too much.
then get ready to have some fun. Yeehaw! Let me tell you what. Oh, someone special is waiting to chat with you. Someone real special. So come on down. What are you waiting for? Find your brony mate.
And that was the... Oh, wait. There's more.
Yeehaw! Make your brony mate account right now. Let me tell you, won't regret it. Just come on down to Brony Mate, where magical relationships begin.
Yeah, somehow it's actually worse than the furry one. It's all starting to make sense now, isn't it though? Once you see 3 different sites aimed at oddly specific niches all owned by one person or company, it starts to paint a picture about the type of people who created this site. But like, to what gain? Why would they make these sites? Well, to answer this, we need to go into just how FurryMate works. Instead of making an account myself, I found a friend who had created an account on the site already. This allows us to really see what type of messages are sent over time, how many, and from what sort of people. Well, it would if you didn't have to pay to see the messages. And herein begins the true controversy of FurryMate. You create a profile. You're ready to meet some new furries. You receive a message from FurryFan69. You open it and, oh, you can't read the message unless you have a subscription. Well, they have to make money somehow, right? I guess let's take a look at their pricing model. $3 for a trial period of 3 days. Well, that sounds pretty reasonable, but what's the catch? Well, as with almost any trial, if you don't cancel, you will be enrolled in the reoccurring plan. How much is said plan? Well, the plan that it has as the default is the silver membership, which is $39 for 3 months. So right away, if you don't cancel, you are on the hook for $39. That is steep. However, there's also $66 for silver for 6 months. Or a single month, which again is not the one it defaults you to, is $19. These are expensive, but wait! There's a gold membership. There's 1 month at $24, 3 at $72, 6 at $99. Dang! But what's the difference between silver and gold? Well, for such a substantial price difference, you'd assume that they'd be wildly different and that gold would give you so much more, but do you know what it gives you? Free members can reply to you. That's right. That's the only difference, is that free members can respond to your messages, whereas you're paying for membership, only other members can respond to your messages. So what do you get with both these memberships? Unlimited private messaging, instant messaging, advanced search, view your profile visitors, photo hosting, host up to 100 photos, and unlimited hookups. Okay. So, wow. To sum it up, the site is essentially unusable unless you pay for it. But here's the thing. Users over the years have all reported a similar pattern. You make an account. Even if you leave your profile blank and receive messages, it's almost clockwork. And as Storm Kitty put it, quote, "Finally, the new messages arrive almost like clockwork at intervals of around 2 days, give or take a few hours. I never received 2 in a day, with the exception of 1 spam reply, and I've never gone as long as 4 days without receiving a new reply. I know enough about probability and statistics to know that the odds of that happening consistently over such a long period of time by random chance are vanishingly small," unquote. Another user, CADC, wrote, quote, "I used to receive 1 or 2 messages a day, and out of pure gullibility and hope, I would purchase the 3-day trial to contact back once enough piled up so that I wouldn't have to pay as often. These profiles would message me once or twice after my replies, and then never reply again. Especially when I suggested to them that if we could take the conversation off-site, like on Skype or Facebook, or somewheres where we could talk in real time without so much censorship and the need to pay in order to stay in contact." Now, when I log into the aforementioned friend's account, The pattern is evident here too. Most profiles are of conventionally attractive women in their early 20s. Almost every subject line is one that prompts some sort of response and intrigue. These messages, to put it simply, are bots. Lots and lots of bots. Sites like these do this to lure in users and hook them in for the trial. They hope you won't cancel your trial and you will be hooked into the expensive 3+ month plans. So it's not looking good here, but before we write off the site completely, let's look at some of their testimonials. FurryMate posted a video on their YouTube titled, FurryMate Success from the #1 furry dating site. Meet furries and get a furry date. This was on May 22nd of 2014. The video is set to the song, Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros, Home, which is why I can't include the original audio, but there's no dialogue, so it's fine. In this slideshow, various couples were mentioned. They are, I'm going to butcher these names, Rictus and Rainbow1257. Now keep them in mind. There's also Jordan and Nick, Carly or Omnific Rose, and Oliver Olijiv, Nick and Sammy, Paul, aka Sly Fox, and Natasha, aka Azealia Koji. Again, keep them in mind. Emily and Nate. And finally, Jess and Josh. Quite the list. So while most of these names are too basic to research, a few were furry names that I could find. I was able to find a user from the first couple, Rictus and Rainbow1257. I asked Rictus a few questions through Fur Affinity. My first question was, did FurryMate ask permission to use them as an example of a successful couple? They said they actually did ask. My next question was, did you pay for the site? And they said, I did not pay for the site, but that was before you had to pay in order to check your messages and stuff. Tried to get back on it a while ago when talking with my mate about when we first started talking, but the site had changed a lot. I also asked if they were still together, and to my surprise, they said, yup, I'm still with her to this day. They also added, overall it was a great experience, but it changed so much I felt like it wasn't the same site I found my love on. I think this is actually really valuable information. I had no idea that when they started, it wasn't a pay site trap like it is today. So they seemed to start legitimate, and then over time, the bots and the scam part kicked in full. So it's actually not known when they added the paying functions, but my suspicions are that it was very soon after the site creation. There was another user from this video I was able to locate, Azealia Koji. I asked a similar string of questions. They informed me that they had split with the person mentioned in the video many years ago. They also said that they were never approached to be using the video or the testimonial section of the website, and they never even provided the photo that they used to the owners. So already not great. They asked one person, didn't ask another, and used their photo and likeliness in advertising. That's a big no-no. And you know that ad we first looked at? Well, I was able to locate this suitor from the video, and it turns out she is, in fact, an actual furry, and her name is Aoba. The first thing I found was her Instagram, and she owns her own fursuit. My initial inclination was that this was just a fursuit commissioned cheaply by the site and then used for advertising, but no, it's a real furry. But wait, who is she? I decided to reach out and talk to her a bit. I asked her how she was approached by FurryMate for the ad, and you won't believe it. They contacted her through Fiverr. That's right. Fiverr. She was contacted by a user named JustAppit and given a script, the one you see in the ad. She wasn't familiar with the site, but she agreed to record the ad for them as requested. And if you're not already aware, Fiverr is a website that you can pay various creators to make videos, pictures, etc. for you for a small to large amount of money. It depends on the creator. But honestly, here's the kicker. How much would you expect to get paid for an advertisement for a website of any sizable nature? Surely, minimum a couple hundred, right? No, she was paid, get this, $5. That's right, $5. When she told me this, I couldn't believe it. So the site owners target various niches, uses bots to lure users into buying a membership, and uses shady practices to advertise and plug their site. So, would I say this is a scam? Yes. Yes, I would. But wait, Aoba has something to say.
Hi everyone, I'm back, and I'm here to deliver a very important message. Do not use furrymate.com. They're scamming you.
I was so happy that she was willing to record that clip for me. She did not know that the site was just garbage, scam, awful. So now she had the chance to redeem herself, and she did. It's amazing. I'm so happy to have that clip. And it's clear that other companies like this will prey on a community like ours in order to make a quick buck. Loneliness is something that many people face, and when a site gives you hope of finding someone at the low cost of $3, some people will bite. The furry fandom is not new to scammers, both within the fandom and outside the fandom. But I hope I've shed some light on FurryMate and answered a question I see so much in my comment section. What the hell is FurryMate, and why is this ad on every furry YouTube video? Now you know. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this week's video because it has taken over a month to do and edit. It was a lot of work, and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe and comment and hit the like button. But also check me out on Patreon at patreon.com/OdinWolf. It's the best way you can support me, and it's how I can make videos for you guys every single week. Seriously, this video took so much time, and I'm really proud of it. I hope people end up watching it, and I hope they like this type of content, because I could do more videos like this in the future if this is something that interested people. More mini documentary type videos, I'm not sure. It's just, a lot of work. And also you can buy my merch at odinwolf.storeenvy.com, and you can send stuff to my P.O. Box, and I'll open up for you guys in a future video. Thank you so much for checking out this wild ride of a video. It's been Odin Wolf, and bye-bye. And as always, I want to thank my patrons, especially Timmy at the Triple Diamond tier for last month. Timmy's one of the best people on Earth, and I'm super happy and, I don't deserve him in my life, but he is, and he's amazing. And I could never make these videos without someone like him, because, damn, he does a lot. And everybody at Diamond, Cosmo, Cody B, Conlo, Tars, Lindsay, Deku Panda, and Dosido. Thank you all for your Diamond support last month. Again, it's because of people that are this stupidly generous that I'm able to spend so much time on a video like this and really pour my heart into something I love. So thank you all. And everybody at Platinum, Kyoti Wild, Splackjack, Brian B, Robert Deere, J. Bear Doberman, Zen, Dante Wolf, Dynamo, Tantanka, and Yafa. Again, super, super, super generous people. So thankful to have them in my life. And everybody at Gold, Silver, and other tiers, thank you so much for making this video possible.